Here it is. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for coming to the announcement. It's been 15 years since I've had to make a decision quite like this. This change will allow for a clean slate, and that's big for me and my family. I'm excited to announce that I'll be taking my talents to Welcome, North Carolina to drive the number 8 car for Richard Childress Racing starting in 2023.
I don't know if you know this or not, but it has been exactly a year to the day that you announced that you were going to RCR. What has the past year meant for you as a driver?
I'd say the biggest thing is obviously starting out super strong with RCR, going to the Clash, being fast, Daytona, Fontana, getting our first win with our Lucas Oil Camaro out there. That was just awesome for as early as it was in the year to get that win out of the way. It totally took, the pressure off and relieve of the season, and honestly opened up our playbook for the next win that we got at Talladega. And then of course too, Gateway, strong performance at Gateway. We kind of dominated that one, which was really good, but there's been the downs as well, right? We've had an engine failure at Indy Road Course, but then I've made dumb mistakes and I've crashed out in races. We all have to take accountability for what we've done and for our lackluster performances, so we just got to keep fighting through it for the rest of this year.
What's it been like dealing with the same people in the garage from Joe Gibbs Racing now that you're not racing with them? What's it like seeing Coach at a racetrack now?
Awkward. But like the crew guys and stuff like that are on the 54 car, I'd go up to them and talk to them every once in a while. My car chief, Nate, I'm always been super close with him. And so just, seeing those guys still at the racetrack, they're going about their work and their job, and I'm just not their driver.
What has it been like working with Richard, having him as the boss man?
Well, he's the boss first, so just working for him, yes sir, no
Yes.
sir, hey, can we do this? And it's just been really, really good. It's been me kind of taking the visual of what I've known from Coach over the years and now seeing Richard and another way of doing things. We're all a traveling circus, and we all learn so much from just watching what others do that it's not all that much different. It's just the people and the personalities that are different.
This is probably one of the biggest days of my life, of my career, and I'm excited to tell you about my future. But before we get into that, there's obviously a few statements I'd like to make first. First and foremost is Samantha. She's been my rock throughout this whole process and has been my biggest advocate. Having her alongside me, helping me through this journey, has been invaluable, and words can't describe how much I love you. So thank you, Samantha.
Oh, would you give me the wobbly chair?
No, you're good. Come on in.
Okay, so I have talked to Kyle about what's been different with Kyle this year, dealing with him on a day-to-day basis in his home life. Have you noticed a difference in him this year?
Yes, I think, just being a little bit more relaxed. Obviously, if you compare it to last year, that was a very stressful time and situation. It was just everything that we had known from so many years, right? It was a lot of change that happened all at once, but just kind of the relationships that have already been formed at RCR, there's just like a new spring in your step, I feel like. I wouldn't say that he's a relaxed person by any means.
The only day I've ever seen a grass guy here is today.
But overall, I think, it's been a very positive change.
That's right.
We're gonna get win number 3, baby. Come on. Yeah, baby! Awesome job, man. Ain't nobody I'd rather have in that situation than you, buddy.
Now at Welcome, it is a place that has not seen a championship trophy in 30 years. Has it added any pressure for you, or are you just there to race?
It's added pressure, definitely, but you are also there just to race and go out there and achieve and get what you can get out of the day. We're right there, and we're contenders. We're just not up front leading the laps and being accustomed to our average running position being, out at the front.
If you love you some Rowdy, let me hear you go. Boom! I don't know what y'all are whining about, but if you don't like that kind of racing, don't even watch. Man, I feel like Dale Earnhardt Sr. right now. This is awesome. I didn't even do anything.
The fans now.
They really like him now.
They really like him.
I
It
know.
is cheers instead of
so
boos.
exciting.
So I asked him if it was an RCR thing, but I kind of think it's a Kyle Busch thing.
I think it's a little bit of both, but it's funny because, you know, Brexton and I will still be at the car and there will be booze, and so we'll automatically like look at the screen thinking it's Dad, and then we're like, oh, it's like Denny or Bubba. We're like, it's not us. So it's exciting to see.
Do you want the booze back? I feel like you kind of liked him a little bit.
Yeah, I could say I liked playing with the booze a little bit.
I liked these. We got a bunch of these going.
Yeah. I was just shocked on the swap over. Like I expected to still see like a lot of 18 stuff, a lot of M&M stuff, and it was like black and red, 8, RCR, like all that, and I'm like, wow, like you guys already like burn it, you know? They threw it all out.
After a certain number of years of hearing negatives, it's so nice that I think, you know, as we say, we are out there a lot, but I think people then get to see the true Kyle. I'm not gonna say a softer side, but a relatable side.
There you go, yeah.
Brexton is winning left and right every time I turn around on social media. You guys are posting him in victory lane. As a dad, what has that experience been like?
It's been awesome. It's just been so much fun. I remember as a kid when I grew up, when I was racing with my dad, and to not tear up equipment and stuff like that, and to be able to have a car for the next day, because we didn't have a whole lot of money, but we had enough to get to where we could, which that's not Brexton's problem right now, but I feel like he kind of has that same mentality. But his success has been great. It's been a lot of fun. The early days was really, I took it harsh because I'm like, I don't want to be out there just going to the racetrack to make laps. Like, I'm like, this is a waste of time. I want to celebrate in victory lane every time, no matter what. So when he was 5 years old, just starting out, I was like, oh my God, what are we doing? You know, but then he flipped a switch at 6 years old and he won a lot. And then he flipped another switch at 7 years old. Like every birthday, 6, 7, 8, he flips to this new level and it's like, wow.
Have you told Richard yet, broken the news that Brexton is KBM's rights first, right?
Yeah. Brexton does have a contract with Kyle Busch Motorsports. It is papered. Yeah,
I knew it was.
He had to sign it. That's right. So, yes, I have first right to whatever future deal he does. Jeff Gordon actually asked Brexton if he was available to sign something this weekend, and I was like, nope. You gotta buy him out.
Do you have a contract already with RCR, or do I need to get No, you're one with me. KBM owns the rights to you, boy.
You, I feel like, are kind of the bridge between the old generation and this new generation.
I am one hell of a broken bridge if you think I'm the bridge between the old and the new. You used to be able to take chances and you knew guys would kind of be like, this guy's crazy and let you go. Now we're all crazy. And so you take a chance on somebody and they're like, oh, hell no. And they put it in on you and then you crash, you know? So it's like just a whole different way.
What do you think about the future of NASCAR?
Yeah, I mean, this year, William Byron has certainly stepped up and made a name for himself. Lo and behold, that crew chief that he has came from Kyle Busch Motorsports. So, damn it.
Kyle Busch will get his 63rd career victory in the NASCAR Cup Series.
He gave me a number of about like 5 to 6. I said 10 until possibly he's thinking about retirement.
No way.
When he's 15, I raced the truck thing for a year to get it ready to win a championship for me. And then the next year, he runs the short track races when he's 16.
So you want to race with Brex?
Right.
I just feel like it's going to be one of those things, if you're having success on the cup side still, like
If
you are,
I mean,
there's no
8 years from now, if I'm winning 8 races a year,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm digging.
Okay.
You know,
So-
if
so
I'm
I
throwing
can
up
get
goose
10.
eggs, then it's like, okay, I'm old and slow. I gotta
Okay.
go.
All right. Would you change anything in your career? Would you do anything differently?
Yeah, there's definitely some things that I would do differently. There's some mistakes that I made and pushed the envelope too far, but in those moments, you've got to learn from those and take the good that can come out of that. I got it all out of the way early and got it out of my system, so now I'm just lovable.
What's this new chapter look like for the Bushes?
I mean, we're writing it.
right? We tried for a decade to have our family. We have our family.
Yeah, we're good.
You have a great job.
Way to
Yeah,
go.
Got
Good
it.
job.
Got it. Brexton's doing what he loves. Lennox comes along for the ride and loves it. We're able to travel as a family. So honestly, in 5 years from now, if we could be doing what we're doing, and
Got to
it'd be
win
great.
on Sunday to still be able to do what you want to do.
I'm going to have chickens and a garden.
She's gonna be a farmer.
Love it.
We're going farming.